Good afternoon. My name is Chuan-Jin. I'm 42 this year. I'm married with 2 children. I've served in the armed forces for 24 years. All of us are a product of our growing up, our experiences, the stories our parents tell us when we grow up. And for me, I'd like today to share with you 2 experiences that for me has been significant in shaping my thinking. I'm prepared to come forward to serve because I believe that our nation, our people, and our future is worth fighting for. In 2004, when the tsunami struck Indonesia, I led the SAF relief efforts to Milabo in Aceh. I remembered that this happened on 26 December, and I flew off on New Year's Eve. I remembered being in Milabo on Ground Zero on New Year's Day 2005, standing amidst the destruction, and I think I'll always remember the smell of the debris left behind by the sea, and I think of the dead. I thought to myself, where do we begin? You don't really know where to start. But I think once we got together with our team, I think very rapidly, we made sense of the situation. We talked to as many people as we could. We roamed up and down the coastline. We went into the sea to check the gradient of the beaches. And very quickly, we formulated a plan and executed it with immediate effect. It was effective. It was efficient. At the same time, we also knew that there were many Singaporeans in Singapore who were contributing generously in terms of support, in terms of aid, and so on. But I think what was most significant to me, that struck me most, was to see the way Singaporeans came together, regardless of their backgrounds, as one, and to reach out with a tremendous amount of compassion and humanity. As I shared with the people in Ubi yesterday, we are a small nation, but with a big, big heart. I think what it showed me then was about, in the midst of chaos and confusion, sometimes you take a peek into the heart and soul of a nation, and you see what it is able to do. Not only were we able to effectively execute complex operations, translate ideas into reality, but at the same time, there was so much compassion there. And that shows what our people are capable of. So the question is this worth fighting for? Is this worth continuing to nurture, whether through an education system, through the way society is led, or in the same way, all the abilities that we have to make things happen, do we just take it for granted? In 2009, I was involved in the National Day celebrations. Very quickly, I realized that the focus wasn't on the National Day parade itself. The parade and show were important, but most significantly is to provide an opportunity for all Singaporeans to come together. There was a year of recession. To ask ourselves, what does it mean to be a Singaporean? If I were to ask all of you here today to reflect, what does it mean to you to be a Singaporean? It is a very personal response. This is not something that Akong can tell you that this is what it means to be Singaporean. You have to decide, because your response will determine whether this place is a place where you live, work and play, or is this a home? Something that you cherish, something that you're prepared to defend, and something that you're prepared to build on for your children and your children's children. We use a pledge as an anchoring idea because we pledge that every day in school. It is our statement of faith, an aspiration that I think many of us share, which is why we use that to structure a lot of our activities, in particular the pledge moment. At 8:22 p.m., if all of you recall, there were many, many Singaporeans all over the island and overseas as well, at that moment in time, came together to pledge themselves as one united people, regardless of race, language, or religion. I think it was magical. What it shows is that our people have an aspiration. Regardless of your political affiliations, you can support a PAP, you can support a Workers' Party, it doesn't matter. The fact is that we are Singaporeans and we share in an aspiration. We may quibble over the definition, we may argue about it, but I think that's great. It shows that it matters. So is this something that's worth fighting for, to try to realize? How do we balance all the differing needs that we face as a nation and yet not lose our heart and soul? I think this is where saya tambah sedikit cerita tentang tugas tsunami kita. Saya ingat bahawa waktu itu adalah Hari Raya Haji. Ketika kita berada di Indonesia, kami ingin memperingati hari tersebut dengan prajurit Muslim kita, dengan melakukannya dengan teman-teman Indonesia kita. Kami meniadakan 20 ekor kerbau untuk dikorbankan dan juga menyampaikan rasa Terima kasih. Ini menunjukkan betapa berharganya negara kita mempunyai pelbagai bangsa dan agama yang kita dapat menunjukkan rasa perpaduan dan persaudaraan. Bahkan jika berasal dari bangsa dan agama yang berbeza. Apakah ini tidak layak melindungi, terus membangun? Jika kita tidak melayani dan melindungi apa yang telah kita miliki untuk menjaga rakyat kita, siapa akan? siapa？刚才我跟大家分享一下我为什么要参选的部分因素。在04年的时候，印尼遭遇到海啸，我参加了赈灾队伍，到那里赈灾，在那儿看到我们的同胞团结，处处展现了关爱和同情，竭尽所能，全心全力的帮忙灾民。他们这种博爱的精神真令我敬佩。其实你想一想，我们这个小红点，这小小的国家能做出这些，其实对很多人来说是不可思议的。可是我们证明我们有这个能力做到，不只是做到，可是我们很有爱心关怀的精神。这种精神值得我们继续去栽培吗？通过教育社会，我们的能力在其他场上的能力是不是理所当然的？在09年的时候参加了筹备国庆庆典的工作，我认为庆典的表演重要，可是最重要的是怎么样能给个机会给人民团结，来反思一下，其实我们庆祝的是什么？我们当新加坡人的意识是什么？那天晚上8点22分的时候，鼓励新加坡人一起来宣读新月。你们还记得？那么美妙，好多新加坡人在本地，在外国团结宣读新月，这是一个很难得的事件。所以对我来说，我们很有爱心、爱国精神。不管你是反对党、人民行动党也好，我们大家都是新加坡人。这种爱国精神呢，怎么样的继续培养呢？我们所拥有的一切，应该珍惜吗？应该努力的、再接再厉的创设我们将来。如果我们不管的话，谁会管？ So at the end of the day, it is about what we believe in. It's whether what the place that we live in, the people that are around us, and our future, is it worth fighting for? For me, I believe that our nation, our people, and our future is fighting for. I am committed to protect and to cherish what we have and to build on it. I will bring a people together to build communities, to build our nation and to look after our people, and together to realize the hopes and dreams that all of us have for our future and our children's future. And for me is to do so with courage, with respect, and compassion. Thank you.